Grand Rising, great afternoon, good evening, and sweet tonight. All right, lovely. So I'm going to get out this dream. I have to share it. It was given to me it was given to me as a dream, but I definitely felt this was not for me. This was for someone um that needs to receive this message. And so that's why I'm relaying it to y'all now. And I see that the color of the screen has completely turned a different color. So I'm going to take that as confirmation. um, I don't know if y'all can tell, but it just looked like it turned into, oh, that's my phone. But it looked like it turned into a whole different, like, red, pinkish, almost orangey color on the screen. It's like orangey color, like orangey, pinkish kind of color. Okay, now it's going back to regular color. Y'all see that? I wonder if that shows in y'all on y'all side. Like, yeah, y'all see that? Whoa, dude. Okay. Like, is it because I got close? No. Wow. Yeah. And it just went away. Like at first it was like the whole screen, then it was like half of my face. Now it's like completely gone. Uh, do y'all see that? Was it because I was close? Let me see. I want to see if I could do it again. If it was me, I know it wasn't me. Yeah, that's just like confirmation. But anyway, we're gonna jump right in this mic, okay? Because that can't nobody stop these downloads for coming through. Because they sure be calling my phone every time I get the recording. That's why I put it on silent now. Let me make sure it's on silent now. Okay. All right. So this download was actually given at the first of this month. It was a dream. Okay. It was a dream. It came as the form of a dream. But as soon as I woke up, I was like, I gotta log this because this is for somebody else. Okay. And I meant to post this before today, but anywho, I'm posting it now. Love y'all. When I post it, it's for it's the right time, okay? It's the right moment. You're gonna receive take what resonates, okay? Only take what resonates. This is specifically for somebody. Um and you'll hear it, you'll see. Okay, so this is a white elder woman, a man, and a little boy. They were in a hotel suite, Grand One. They were discussing their move. The little boy was standing near the table, bed, and his mom. The dad, man, was sitting across from the mother. The city of tall buildings was standing beside the building they were in, seeing outside the windows. The man said excitingly that he loved the city. Excuse my stomach growling. uh, he saw, hold on, let's see. The man said excitingly that he loved the city. Saw he got a tour of the town by relatives or friends. The little boy agreed he was excited as well and overjoyed. Hold on. The little boy agreed he was excited and overjoyed as well. The mother woman wore a smile, but she had a frightened feeling because she didn't agree. She hated it and wanted to move back to wherever they just moved from. She missed home but didn't say it. She saw how happy they looked and felt. They really wanted to stay. So she smiled, excited for them, and said, "Okay, well, that suits it," in a way that gave off the impression that she agreed. She got up, brushed her hands over her dress, and walked out the room, still wearing the fake smile for them. Due to them wanting to stay and she wanting to go, her mind set to a mission that she felt she had to do now. The father was happy. She agreed, but then suddenly realized she wasn't sharing the same amount of joy once he seen her headed for the door. The son was oblivious as well, until the smile his dad wore quickly went to a face of confusion. Now he, being so young, was confused why she walked out as well. But they didn't stop her, thinking she would return. She didn't dismiss herself, nor did she say bye. The next scene cuts to her funeral. Some big tall man and a lady at the pulpit stand talking, everyone in black, and her picture stood by the coffin. Same hairstyle, same age. I was only able to see the half the crowd before I had to leave. I woke up. She really, this is what I heard when I woke up. She literally rather die than stay there in that city. Literally. Now, that said a lot. That said a lot. I don't know who this resonates for, but I have lived in a city where I felt like the city was, um, I felt like the city had a lot of death and darkness, cloud, like dark cloud hovering over it. And I saw potential. I saw a lot of potential. And that's why I believe I stayed for so long. And two, it was like as if like my reflection, would shine too, like, that bright energy. And I saw again potential. But I didn't feel it was my purpose. It was in my business to do so. I just felt like, okay, I see where this can be improved, this can be improved, but not in a way of like regenerification. So again, I've been in a city where I didn't have that mindset of like, I'd rather die than be here, but I felt like I had to get out. I had to leave. I didn't want to stay there any longer. So I definitely can resonate with that side of like being in a city that you absolutely like, this is not for me. But I have never been in that mindset of like, I'd rather die type thing. Like, wow. That was really dramatic. It was really dramatic because it was like she didn't make no scene. She didn't say bye. She absolutely just got up, smiled, continued to smile, walked the she like smiled. She was from ear to ear, like smiling. Y'all, if y'all would have saw this dream, this woman was literally, yeah, she was smiling so hard and like thanking the smile, like, from ear to ear. And it was like she's putting on this mask to show them like, oh, I'm happy, I'm good, for them to see it as if she was, okay, and she agreed. But she never really agreed, she never said anything, but they just took it as, like passive aggressive type thing. And she didn't really speak up for herself. She didn't really say no. And it was like she didn't, how I felt was like she didn't want to say no because she didn't want to say no. She didn't like it as much as they did because she felt that it would be a burden for, you know, that she didn't want to kill their joy type thing. But I'm like, you don't have any joy if you're not speaking up for yourself. Um, and that's where she was like, she felt as if she's the problem, so she just left, literally. And y'all, this is what I heard. This is not what I saw in the dream, but this is what I heard in her thoughts. She had the mindset to just reset. So she was as if like, I'm gonna die so that I can come back and relive, like do it over, relive this over, reincarnate type thing. Like literally, y'all. That's literally the thought she had when she planned that shit out. She was like, I'm just, y'all stay here and live out y'all life, but I'm gonna go back to work. Like, literally, what? Yeah, I'm good. What? That's, wow. So dramatic. Like so dramatic. You couldn't just say, "Hey, I'll move back by myself." Like you just like I felt like I just restart the whole life thing over, as if like it's a game. Like you would have thought this was a game. No, this is real life, and I know people in real life have this mindset and do this type of things. Like literally, I know. And then some people, they never get the full story of like, why did that person just go in the street and just kill themselves? Or why? Like, I know that's dramatic. Like, trigger warning for those that get triggered by talking about stuff like this. But why? Why do people like do those type of things to off themselves or, kill themselves? And thinking, some do think like, oh, I'd rather just do life over. Honey, you reincarnate, you don't know what what the heck, because you can reincarnate as another being. You might not come back in that same lifetime that you were just in. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you didn't finish this, you might go into a whole nother, you know, it ain't gonna be the same. Ugh, people be thinking, oh, like redo it over. It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. So I think the one of the I'm thinking of the shows that can kind of like resonate with what I'm seeing. Um, as far as what I just said, not the drink, but a show that kind of resonates with what I'm talking about is like you living a life and then you might go through a portal, you transition somewhere else, and technically in that lifetime you die, but you reincarnate into another life. Like the AI, the the OA, that I think kind of it was the end of the season, the end of the last season, where um she was, different beings, different people. Okay. So if you kind of get that view of how like it's not going to be the same timeline, it's not going to be the same. Now the doctor pretty much was the same, you know, but her, how it was like different people, different, totally different lifestyles, like on the other side of the world type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I saw, like, even though she had that thought, like in my dream, even though she had that thought of like, okay, I'll do this life over type thing. It was more of like, that's not gonna happen. Like that very well, it's not gonna happen. That it doesn't happen like that. I was like, yeah. So okay, that's take what resonates. If this is, I feel like it answers the question for somebody, and I feel like you might have been the son in this situation where like your mom walked out, or you were the little boy that witnessed, you know, this this guy and this woman, and y'all just moved, or y'all were together, and then all of a sudden she walks out and she never returned, and then come find out like hours later you find out she died, she offered, so she transitioned, and it's like y'all never got an answer why. She just couldn't bear to take the courage to tell the truth. She didn't want to be there. She didn't like that place. She wasn't comfortable. I never got a name. I didn't tap into that. I could if you would like. Um, a personal, information is in the description below to get a personal, but this here is just, I just thought in the only thing specific as far as names I got was um white elder woman, man, little boy. And I think the name of the hotel was Grand One, but it was a hotel suite. And that was like the most specific thing, as far as like naming, that I got through the whole, like I didn't get to see details as far as the name even at the funeral. It didn't show the whole funeral. It just showed like, it was as if like I was peeking around the corner, and like this is the rest of the, like from here on here was just white. And then from here on here I saw, and it was like how the scene cut from her walking out and they're, having those moments of thought, and then the scene comes and it's like, and then I wake up, and what I saw was this big man, and like I told y'all, like her picture beside the coffin, and that was kind of like, oh, whoa, that was like, dang, that's dramatic. I was like, that really was like, dang, girl, you had to do that. But I really felt it wasn't like somebody killed her. I literally felt she walked out with a mission. She walked out with a mission to just reset her life for whatever reason. And like, it had to be even before getting to that room. She was already probably depressed, didn't want to move in the first place. Um, but it was already set. Like as she was walking out, it was set in her mind as a mission to go ahead and just end it all. And that's probably like the deepest part of that thing was like when it cut to the next scene and she's in a coffin. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't ready for that. But again, I didn't resonate with it in a way. Um, but I resonated because I've heard so many stories where it dramatically happens like that, where people have experienced that. They experience that heartache, they experience that mental break in their mind. Sometimes that be the last straw type, feel for them. And then there's somewhere they absolutely feel like that's the exit. That's the only way they can get out of their situation, they feel. And I get that. I do. Those that have, you know, been in this situation where there's others they've been around that have felt like that was the only result. Um, I know it's not easy to come out of it, but you can come out of it. There is hope. There's a lot of hope. I'm not going to give false hope to those that, it's not for. So I'm not going to talk to the collective about things like this on the regular because it's not for everybody to hear. And I'm going to just, tell the truth like that for real. But if you receive it and you truly believe for yourself that that is the only way. I'm not here to tell you different. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna tell you different because you could talk to somebody till your face turn blue and then you end up offing yourself. I'm not gonna die at the hand of somebody else's misery. Y'all problem is y'all problem. My problems is my problems. We can help each other and striving to become better as humans. Y'all have to continuously, as you heal, be an example to others. You could share the wisdom, but learn how to set up boundaries and not overtake somebody else's worry and problems. Even with this and me sharing this dream that I had, only take what resonates. And if it resonated for you in a way of like, maybe you have been in that situation where you were the woman that walked out, then know that because you're hearing this, you're still alive. You're still in human form. So you're still able to make changes. You're still able to have courage and speak up for yourself and set those boundaries and knowing when to, take courage. Your feelings are valid. Speak up for yourself. Say when you're uncomfortable. Make your opinion and your the word it's not coming, it's not flowing out, but your opinion matters as much as they had voiced their opinion about how they feel about the city and their excitement and stuff. You're not gonna be a dummy downer. You're not gonna, kill the mood. You have to speak up for yourself. Nobody's gonna stand up for you but you. There's gonna be those that support you and be there for you. But the number one person that has to stand up for you is you. You gotta be there for yourself more than others are. And that's on 100. Okay? That's on 100. You gotta stand up for yourself more than anybody else. If you ain't there for yourself, I can guarantee you, them people that may look like they there for you is not gonna be there for you. Because you always gonna think your mindset, no matter what somebody else tell you, is where your mindset is. Either you gonna believe their words, or you gonna take their words, or you gonna take your own words. Which one is it? Which words are best for you? Because if you in your own mind and you listening to your heart over, because your heart, there's a lot of love there. A lot of people like, oh, I've been hurt and da da da. There's a lot of sorrow there. That's not your heart. There's no sorrow in your heart. Your heart is divinely connected to your spirit and your soul. That's where your blood pumps. Your brain don't even work if your heart don't work. Your heart don't work if your brain don't work. They're connected, honey. So align those two. But again, what words are you taking? Are you taking the words here and the words here and aligning them together and believing what your spirit and your soul needs? What words are you telling yourself? What feelings are you aligning with? Take moments into meditation. Those are questions that you can ask yourself. But this I'm not gonna let this be too long for y'all. If you would like to dwell a little bit more into that, I know that's kind of like a touchy subject for some. But if you would like to dwell more in that, and because we gotta get uncomfortable, y'all. We gotta get uncomfortable to be able to move past that uncomfortableness. Recognize, look that uncomfortableness in the face and be like, the fuck? Like we gonna get through this. Like, what are you? Well, why are you here? Why is this uncomfortableness here? And then we can get to a point where we're talking to it, be like, hi, uncomfortableness. I recognize you. I know why you're here. Thank you for serving. I now have comfortableness in this. You're no longer needed. And be able to say bye in the most respectful, beautiful way. That way you're honoring yourself and those feelings that you do feel, but you're also, moving forward in I heard righteous. You're moving forward in a righteous way. But yeah, so that's a part of healing. That's a part of healing. That is not all healing. That is a part of healing. And how you speak to yourself is a major part of doing shadow work. Being able to speak to your child self, your higher self, all of those are your spirit, and then also connecting with ancestors. That's another part of healing, y'all. So anyway, I'm going to end it at this note. Again, I don't want it to be too long. I still gotta edit and get this out, but I love you guys. Love you, lovelies. I send so much love to the chosen tribe. I absolutely adore and I love y'all. Truly, 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 I love y'all. Thank you for the love and support. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if this resonates with you. And if you have any information and wisdom that you want to share with others that may be going through, you know, things of this such, and on this topic. So anyway, yeah, there's always, always a tribe to help and support. All right. I love and love, 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 love. I'm just sending out so much love to you guys. I just feel like it needs to be thrown at y'all. Yeah, just receive it, receive, receive, receive. Love, 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 love. All right. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your beautiful night. Grand rising, great afternoon, good evening, and sweet night.